Out in the wild, your greatest tool is your awareness, not gadgets, but your senses. During World War II, ordinary people turned this instinct into a powerful home defense system. They didn't have alarms or cameras, just their wits and a simple, brilliant strategy. This secret transformed homes into unseen fortresses and can still protect you today. It wasn't about brute force or barricades, but about knowing what was happening outside long before trouble arrived. Information was their first and best line of defense. Imagine anticipating a threat when it's still far from your door. This is the power of awareness, a survival mindset for the urban jungle. Today, we rely on technology, but it can fail. The most reliable security system is your own awareness. The WWII secret I'll share is about sharpening that system. It's called the listening post. Simple, yes, but in the darkest nights of the Blitz, it saved lives. We'll break down how it worked and how you can adapt it for your home today. This isn't just history, it's a practical guide. Get ready to see your home and your abilities in a whole new light. Let's unlock the listening post. The listening post was born from necessity during World War II, when the war came home to British cities. Blackouts brought not just bombs, but a surge in crime. With police stretched thin, people became their own guardians. The listening post was a grassroots intelligence network, neighbors actively listening for anything out of the ordinary. Every street had its own rhythm, the milkman's bottles, children's laughter, the final door slam at night. People learned these sounds intimately. When the rhythm broke, a snapped twig, a muffled cough, it was a red flag. Families designated a window or spot as their post, learning every neighbor's footsteps and every gate's squeak. These sounds became their tripwires. If something was off, they'd alert neighbors with a simple tap on the wall. It was a low-tech network built on trust and shared vigilance. The listening post gave people control and a way to fight back, not with weapons, but with attention. It turned ordinary homes into intelligence stations. In uncertain times, it was their shield. Meet Elsie, a retired schoolteacher in wartime Birmingham. Alone, but not helpless, she made her front room her listening post. One night, after the sirens faded, she heard a sound that didn't belong, a soft scrape from the supposedly empty Potter's house. Heart-pounding, she peeked through the blackout curtain, then heard wood splintering. Instead of panicking, Elsie used the prearranged signal, 3 sharp taps on the wall. Within a minute, the local warden was in the alley and caught the intruder, thanks to Elsie's vigilance. The listening post worked, a quiet victory in a loud war. The listening post's strength was knowing your baseline, the normal sights and sounds of your environment. Any change, a sudden silence, a snapped twig, signals a potential threat. WWII families became experts in their home's baseline, making mental inventories of every creak and rattle. They enhanced these sounds with gravel paths, tin cans, or bells, simple low-tech alarms. These weren't meant to startle, just to alert a listening ear. The system stripped away an intruder's anonymity. A single sound could give them away. This knowledge gave homeowners the advantage, letting them react before the threat reached them. The listening post also created a psychological barrier. An area under watch is a harder target. Criminals avoid streets where neighbors are vigilant. Collective awareness turned ordinary streets into hard targets. The real power wasn't in gadgets, but in disciplined, shared observation. It was a community shield, forged from simple attention. That's the listening post's legacy. The listening post played a psychological game with intruders. Their confidence relied on surprise and invisibility, but a single sound, a crunch of gravel, a light flicking on, shattered that illusion. Suddenly, The intruder didn't know if they'd been seen or if help was coming. For the homeowner, that sound was a switch, from passive to active defender. Early detection is the first layer of defense, giving you time to act on your terms. The listening post extends your awareness beyond your walls, alerting you before danger is at your door. In today's world, motion sensors and lights do the same, but your senses are just as powerful. By being attuned to your environment, you become the motion sensor. You create an invisible shield of awareness. This alone can deter most threats. The WWII listening post is the human-powered version of modern security. You are the unseen guardian, and that's a powerful deterrent. How does this old technique fit into our high-tech lives? Perfectly. We're more distracted than ever. Headphones on, eyes on screens, disconnected from our surroundings. The listening post is about reclaiming presence and plugging back into your environment. Your home is talking to you. Learn its language, sit in silence, listen, and identify your home's normal sounds, your baseline. Once you know what's normal, anything abnormal stands out. Think about your home's approach paths, driveway, gates, garden. Add subtle sound makers, gravel, bells, wind chimes, potted plants. These are your modern tripwires. The goal isn't noise, but unique, identifiable sounds at key points. This system works 24/7, needs no batteries, and costs almost nothing. It's a smart, simple way to extend your security. The listening post principle is timeless. Let's get practical. Building your listening post is easy. Start with a sound audit. Sit quietly at night, listen, and note your home's normal sounds. Do this in different rooms to learn your baseline. Next, map your channels. Sketch your property and mark all possible approaches. For each, note what sound it currently makes. Now, set the traps. Add low-tech sound alarms, gravel under windows, bells on gates, a squeaky step left unfixed. Even a potted plant in the right spot can be a tripwire. Be creative. The goal is to make silent approach impossible. Finally, practice the response. Decide what you'll do if a sound trap goes off. Maybe turn on a light, make a noise, or have your phone ready. The key is a calm, pre-planned action. The sound gives you warning. Your plan gives you control. A listening post plus a plan makes you a hard target. You don't need fancy tech, just awareness and a little ingenuity. Start tonight. Your home will thank you. The listening post is more than gravel and bells. It's a mindset. It's about shifting from passive resident to active guardian. This awareness connects you to your environment and builds mindfulness. You notice more. Birds, weather, the rhythm of your neighborhood. This habit extends beyond your home. Situational awareness is the best way to avoid trouble anywhere. Confidence grows as you trust your senses and your plan. Fear fades when you know your environment and can spot real threats. Predators sense confidence and avoid it. The listening post mindset is about taking responsibility for your safety. Technology is a backup. Your awareness is the real security system. By cultivating this, you honor a timeless survival tradition. It's a powerful legacy, yours to claim. The world of 1940s Britain feels distant, but their spirit is timeless. The listening post symbolizes resilience and ingenuity, simple ideas rooted in human instinct. We learn from the past to arm ourselves for the future. In our noisy world, being quiet and listening is revolutionary. Elsie's story isn't just history, it's a blueprint for empowerment. Observation and cooperation can be stronger than any lock. Tonight, try it. Find a quiet moment, close your eyes, and listen. Learn your home's language. Build your listening post out of empowerment, not fear. Teach it to your family. Make awareness your shield. You have the instincts. Awaken them. The listening post is the most reliable security system you'll ever own. We are the descendants of survivors with the same strength and will to protect. Embrace this WWII secret and become your home's first and best line of defense. Stay alert, stay safe,